We have on my right here, my Glenmary confrere brothers here, Glenmary sisters, students on that side, parishioners, local friends, far friends. So let me begin after this welcome of sharing this with you too. Now, if I need a break from my presidential duties, I might go to my room and read some Chinese philosophy from 6 centuries before Christ. I might do that. It's possible. So is a meteor striking this church. Possible. So, chances are I probably wouldn't. But if I were to go study some of that 6th century BC Chinese philosophy, that great philosopher Lao Tzu said these words, which you've heard. You've seen them on banners. And it goes, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. One step. Lao Tzu was a contemporary of Confucius back in BC times. They call him founder of Taoism and all that. That's not important. Journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And it's a great application because on a big journey, on a small journey, on a big project, on a little project, it makes sense. Take that step and get going. Now, let's not make the mistake. This isn't your first step. There have been many steps leading up to today. You started with your initiation into the faith, into the church, which your families brought you into. There was nurturing along the way through your education, your affiliation with the church, your reception of the sacraments. Big step. Big step after all that to say, I think I want religious life. And if that was a big step, how about the one where you said, let me just change continents. Let me just still be religious, but let me leave my native land, all that's familiar to me, and go far away to serve the church. Lots of steps. Lots of steps. Tonight isn't the first, won't be the last, but it's a very significant one for which we rejoice. If you look around, there's others on this little journey. You're not in it alone, which is very important to know. Behind you in years and class blinded, you have some young people there. They're saying, man, when will it be my turn to go up and make that profession? There are some even over there who are looking to say, can I get in? Can I join? Can I be part of this thing? That's over there. Well, over here, you see something different. You see some well-traveled individuals. There are some weary and calloused feet from all the steps that they have taken. And yet what you do tonight unites you with all of us in that regard. You picked that first reading. Here I am, Lord. And it's a good one for whenever you want to have an oath ceremony or a commitment ceremony. And you know something of these individuals, but as you talk to various ones of us, I think you found out that in the answering of that call, here I am, Lord, we didn't have one singular way of doing it. Somebody might have got here because the priest in their parish said, yeah, here's a magazine, check this out if you're looking for somebody and some group to join. Somebody else might have been contacted through a friend, maybe a volunteer experience in Appalachia, or on the internet, missionary. We didn't all come quite the same way, but what we share in common is that we've come. Each of us has had that call, that invitation to which we said, yes, yes. We know that there are needs out there. Those needs in the inner city, big city parishes, rural parishes. We know all of that. But there's a specific, unique call that Father Bishop had to missionize the areas of the United States where the Catholic Church wasn't present. And that is what has bonded us together. Different personalities from different parts of the country, different ages, all that stuff. That one thing unites us, and that's what's brought you to us this day. In your second reading, of course, you picked this one from St. Paul to Colossians about these virtues. And oh, do we need them, huh? About patience and forgiveness and all that. Well, my words to you is you're joining a very human community, in case you didn't pick that up yet. Okay? I think you've had some hints. You've had some subtleties about that. And there'll be times when you need to be patient, a time you might need to forgive, ask to be forgiven. And you see, that's written for all of us. It's not just for Limerick, but it's for every believer. St. Paul's letter could be, we could recite it all in our evening prayers, every one of us, about being patient and kind and forgiving and compassionate and all those things. And those are the qualities and the gifts that you possess and that you've shared already. Which leads me to another point. We're here because this is important to us as the lifeblood of our community, to see the continuance of it, to see Father Bishop's mission continue, not just 75 years. Keep going, way down the road, until the job is done, until Mission Land USA doesn't exist. But from your time, your brief time out in the missions, apparently you've impacted some people. You've touched some people. They showed up here. I don't know if they showed up to make sure you're going to do it, or they're just going to show up to make sure they want to be with you for this event. So, now, last thought, you did pick a gospel that talked about the cross. That was your gospel. About bearing your cross. Well, it'll come. I can tell you that everybody under this roof has had one. It's not just unique to any of us. Everybody here, sooner or later, will find that cross, different sizes and shapes, but they'll be coming. So, I'm going to wish for you a slight cross tonight. I'm going to wish for you something that's going to sound bad at first. You say, we thought he was really such a nice guy. No, I am basically, but here's the thing. I want to wish one little cross, one little sadness for you. In the midst of all this jubilation, one sadness tonight. And that sadness is that when you're done, you can't pack your bags and go to the missions and stay there. Or you're going to go for a little bit. Then you're going off to, where is it? Kentucky? No, Kenya. Kenya. You're going to Kenya. But that's the sadness that you're not going to get to stay. I wish you that sadness. And you were in the missions and you touched people because they're here. I know that. I listened to the stories. But I hope that you realize when you came back, it's like, why did I have to leave? I loved it. I wanted to stay in those places and minister. So let that little sadness inspire you to keep on going. Because you know what? The people waiting for you. The fact that they've come tells you we appreciate you. We need you. We wait for your return. This won't be your last step, but we rejoice that you're willing to take this step tonight.